Morning everyone. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a quick little review on the CVA Optima V2. Haven't got a chance to hunt with it yet. I bought it last year after muzzleloader season had ended. But I've shot it some on the range, and from what I can tell from it, it shoots pretty consistent. Probably the best shooting muzzleloader I've ever shot. I've been shooting CVAs and Thompson centers ever since I've been muzzleloader hunting for several years now, and this is by far my favorite. CVA's kind of upped their game on it since the V1. One thing they've added, and this is my favorite feature of it, is your trigger guard. You just pull back on it, that's what breaks the gun down. CVA has added the new quick release breech plug. You just turn it with your fingers, maybe 12 to 15 turns, and it's out. Now you have to grease it up with breech plug grease in order for it to come out good. But you know, for $5 for a little tube of breech plug grease, you cannot beat it. You really can't. You can see how easy that comes out, just like that. Another thing that this makes it very easy to do is clean your barrel. Take your breech plug out, clean your barrel, you're good to go. You can see you got a fire channel there where your primer sets. For you people that's been muzzleloader hunting for a while, you'll be like, oh, he's going over, you know, simple stuff with us. But a lot of people hasn't muzzleloader hunted yet, and a lot of people turn to YouTube and turn to the internet for gun reviews on before they buy a certain gun. And I've done that myself. But for the people who hasn't muzzleloader hunted yet, this is probably one of the simplest cleaning and easiest to operate muzzleloader on the market. I say this because it's easy to clean, it shoulders very well, it's accurate, it's very consistent where you place your shots, it's going. Very lightweight, although depending on what kind of charge you use through it. I use a standard charge, 100 grain powder. You can shoot 150 grain of powder in this. I don't, because to me it's wasting powder. Some people may view that different. If you shoot 150 grain in here, it kicks pretty heavy. It kicks like a mule, to be honest with you. 100 grain powder is not too bad. I shoot Hodgkin Paradex pellets, as you can see right here. Shoot 2 of those in there, 50 grain pellets. You shoot 2 of them, make 100 grain. Another thing about this gun that I really like would be your palm saver tip for your ramrod. Now that makes it's a lifesaver, especially on the range. Couldn't ask for a better little accessory than that. It comes with it. Very nice shooting gun. It's very ambidextrous, meaning you can use it for left-handed people or right-handed people. The stock is ambidextrous. The cock and spur, hammer spur as some people call it, it doesn't matter to me. It's ambidextrous. You can actually take it off the right, put it on the left, so it makes a great gun for either left-handed people and right-handed people. Now I'm going to go over a little bit on the load that I use in it. Let me put this back on the gun rack real quick so I don't drop it. Alright, first, I already went over this. Pellets. Cannot shoot a muzzleloader without gunpowder. You can use loose gunpowder. Some people prefer loose gunpowder, but for me, this is easier to load, quicker to load, so I like it. Don't have to measure my powder. Just stick your little pipe cleaner down in there, pull 2 of them out, drop them down the barrel. Now, a lot of muzzleloader hunters know this, but again, I'm saying this for the newbies that hasn't muzzleloader hunted. On the bottom side, there's a shiny side, and the top side's not. The shiny side goes down the barrel first. That being said, you load them with the shiny side down, the black side instead of the gray. Now the shiny side has got an ingredient that helps the ignition of the powder. I honestly didn't know that when I first shot pellets. This is the first year I've ever shot pellets. I've always shot loose powder. So, you know, I kind of learned that. Not really the hard way, I learned that on the internet. But Another thing I shoot, and I love these Power Belt Aerolite 250 grain bullets. Very nice little bullet. They're expensive, they're nice. They look like this 50 caliber bullet. A lot of people ask, you know, can I shoot a sabbated bullet down through a break action muzzleloader? You can. I've hunted with sabbats all my life till this year. I've always hunted with a bolt action muzzleloader though. That means said, instead of breaking down, you got a bolt, pull back, put the primer in there. Not harder to clean, not harder to operate. This is the first year I've ever shot a break action muzzleloader. You can shoot a sabbated bullet down a break action muzzleloader. You can shoot a sabbated bullet down any muzzleloader. Thing is, sabbated bullets with these, they're 50 caliber bullet. With sabbated bullet, you got a plastic cup coming up the bullet, meaning you have to shoot a smaller bullet. So you, in a 50 caliber muzzleloader, you're really shooting a 45 caliber bullet, which is alright. Like I say, I hunted with sabbats all my life. They're great bullets. Another kind of thing that kind of turned, you know, I'm not really turned against sabbated bullets. I still shoot them in other muzzleloaders. But another inconvenience of a sabbated bullet is that plastic cup coming up the side. Whenever you ignite the powder, instead of the bullet actually engaging the rifling in your barrel, the plastic is. And that plastic gets hot on the way out from the powder charge behind it, leaving plastic residue and fouling in your rifling barrel, or in your rifling in your barrel, I'm sorry. So it requires more barrel maintenance. You can shoot probably 5-6 shots with a Power Belt bullet without having to run a patch down your barrel. I always run one after every shot when I'm on the range. Makes it more accurate, but they claim you can shoot 4 or 5 times without having to clean it. With a sabbated bullet, your best bet's to clean that thing every time you shoot. Like I say, I do that with Power Belt. Another thing I shoot is the Winchester 777 209 primers. They ignite the pellets pretty well, I think. But when you shoot a arrow tip bullet, this isn't really a ballistic tip bullet. It's really a hollow point with a polyester tip on it. When you shoot said bullet, you got to have a special starting tool, or a quick start with a special tip on it for arrow point bullets. So I just got the Power Belt quick starter. Works pretty well. You don't want to deform the tip of your bullet because you're not going to get the accuracy that the bullet was made for if you deform it. So best bet's just to use one of these. You don't have to use the Power Belt. You don't have to use the Power Belt tip. You can buy other tips. Other brands make tips for these. You know, I myself, this was the only thing that Walmart had whenever I went to fit arrow tip bullets. I bought this. Going back to the gun,